Molded by the gods, that one.
Chiseled out of marble. Is that what they say?
I don't know.
I think that's for man's physique. People say... They don't say, she was chiseled, bro.
Chiseled. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Small Town Jakes podcast. Sugar. Chicago.
Not Chicago.
Chicago. You're out of here.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, yay. Welcome back to the Small Town Jakes podcast. I'm Jake Carruthers here with my co-host.
Shimmy, yeah. Jake Wilson.
All right. And we are happy you guys are all back. I think Wilson's about to crack his beer because the show is about to start.
I retain the essence of surprise. Okay, you can't just say what I'm gonna do.
All right, fine. No,
Sorry.
No, you threw off everything.
That premature.
Welcome back to the show, you guys. We are happy everybody's back, and we got some stuff to talk about, like we always do. This episode is going to be called Small Town Dates.
Or Monday Night Fever. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah. We're going to call it Small Town Dates. This episode, we're going to talk about dating in the year 2023. Beep, bop, boop. Sounds
we are dating you.
We are
you are dating us.
Here dating in 2023. So, yeah, we were just going to kind of go into a little bit of different stuff. I have some like funny stories of like first dates and stuff like that, and then we were going to talk about a little bit of like online dating, and then like also like some awesome spots too. If you're a local listener, we're going to talk a little bit about like some
the
spots,
local hot spots,
and some
like
cool spots.
What do they call them in the movies? It's like makeout corner or like
we
lovers
don't
lane.
have like a lovers lane or anything around here, do we?
Kissing Cliff.
We had this spot out. Out in Joyce when I lived out there, and it was this little tiny detour thing that was out by Salt Creek, and it like went down by Salt Creek, and it was this little one lane thing, and everybody used to. That was kind of, but it was called Blood Alley.
Blood Alley.
I know. Apparently, like there was the rumor that like somebody was murdered, like some.
Oh my gosh!
Some girl was murdered down there and like brutally and or something.
Now
so it was like Blood Alley, and it was like It's so it's like it was kind of hard to be like you didn't get to be like, oh, do you want to go down to Lovers Lane? It's like, oh yeah, I can pick you up and we go hang out at Blood Alley. Where the girl was murdered.
Babe, do you want to go to Blood Alley?
And that usually doesn't work. Usually that doesn't work out. And that's a great way to start out the dating episode.
Blood Alley.
Things you don't want to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that we'll just kind of go into explain our situations. Not our situation. We're not currently dating. We're just friends.
We are.
We're just friends who have a podcast together.
Friends, everybody.
Yeah. So my situation is I've been divorced for like almost 2 years now, and so I'm still kind of getting back into the dating scene. I was married for 13 years. So
you're in it.
I'm in it. Yeah. So it's a lot different than
maybe today we can all vicariously live through you.
Yes, exactly. Because I got married when I was 21. I got married really, really young, and so like coming out of it, like everything's different now for sure. There wasn't even online dating, when the last time I was single. So just jumping back into everything, and everything's so much different. And I'm kind of like
they probably had disposable cameras and that was it back in the day. And Polaroids, of course.
Yeah, no, they had to get.
like-
Yeah, I'm so old that
like
you
the
know.
Flash?
It was like the Flash thing. You had to
The
put the little
hood.
blanket, the hood thing over his head, and it was like flash, and it bang.
He goes,
Yeah, and you get this picture in 3 months when it develops.
I'm gonna play a quick game of peekaboo. You can't see me.
Ka-ching. So yeah, so it's a lot different for me coming back into the dating game and stuff, because especially because like I'm an old school kind of guy, like I'm a good dude, and like coming back into the dating scene now, it's like, man, the single guys out there, they're all fucking kind of douchey assholes. So it's like being like a good man coming back into it and being like, oh God, man.
Feel like you got a leg up.
Well, I feel like I got a leg up, but at the same time, it's weird just seeing like how everything is nowadays. And yeah.
Well, my situation
Yeah.
is I've been dating for 7 years. The love of my life, Christia.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think we've heard about it before on this.
Yeah. I wanted to
Your
go over.
significant other.
Yeah, my SO.
Mm-hmm.
My PIC, partner in crime.
Your ride or die bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to go into some of the dates that we do, and
And
some
oh
of the
my God,
first dates, and there she is.
She
There
just
is.
walked in.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, go into like some. Yeah, you guys is. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to go into that, and also like you had mentioned earlier, like some of the cool spots around town to go and elope.
No, elope is when you get down.
Is that a little bit more?
He's not saying go out and get married. Eloping is when you get married.
Oh,
Like when you like. Yeah.
I thought it was getting
It's
entangled.
like instead of having like
in
you just
love.
go down to the courthouse and you elope. Yeah. No.
I didn't think that you.
Yeah, don't
anybody
tell
would
people
elope
that-
in public
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
If you just started dating, don't ask a girl if she'd like to go elope.
There I go,
Because
using
she might
words
be like,
that I
yeah,
don't fully
cool,
understand.
I'll meet you at the courthouse. Yeah, so I think maybe you should tell some of the, or do you want to tell some of the stories, or do we want to go into something else, or
Yeah,
what you want to do?
I can tell. Okay,
Drop the goods, man.
drop the goods. Let's start.
Feed
where it
the
all
birdies.
began. Yeah, don't worry, baby bird. I'll feed you. Yeah. So,
Shout out to all the birds that listen. Tweet, motherfucker.
So first date. What do you do on your first date? You gotta keep it somewhat casual, usually really casual
Yeah.
and quick. You want it to be like
I found that like, as the guy, you have to plan the shit. I mean, definitely ask
guy-
questions and give options to the girl. Don't just be like, this is exactly what we're doing, but like give her options. She's gonna say you choose, but like give her a few options. And then you can kind of feel her out too. Be like, do you want to go to Say Bon or Trailers?
Say bon. Oh my gosh.
She picks Trailers. You lock that one down. Trailers is cheap and delicious.
Cheap and delicious. This is a star date.
We, yeah,
Okay,
we do
so
recommend
our,
Trailers.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe not a first date though.
Yeah. So let's see. Usually a first date like coffee or like midday, somewhere where it's
I like to meet for a walk.
meet for a walk. That's a good one.
Yeah, like somewhere
one.
like by the river, by the water, or something.
By the water,
Somewhere,
on land.
Yeah, exactly, on land. Somewhere that you have like a maybe like a half-mile walk or something, or quarter-mile walk. Nothing like too big. It's not like let's go hike up to Storm King.
Right.
Or something
See,
like that, but
something.
like something that's like a nice, easy walk where you can just kind of chat. And
Walking's great
get
because
to
you
your
see different
destination.
things.
Yeah, and
You're
you
out
can-
in the environment. You can comment on what you see around you.
Yeah. If it's going horrible, you can just be like, "Well, look at that cloud." That's all I have to talk about.
That looks like a rubber ducky, don't it? Do you have a rubber ducky?
Fucking hate clouds.
gotta-
Okay, if you hate clouds, then
We gotta
not,
go.
just not gonna work. I love the sunset. It's gonna be awesome sunset right now. Actually,
Oh,
we're recording at like 6:30 or something.
yeah.
I saw it when I was coming in. I was like, I'm gonna be recording this goddamn podcast and I'm missing the fucking sunset.
Go out and see the sunset.
Goddamn no. Sunsets are therapy for me. So
Yeah, and also
trying to-
second or third day.
yeah, just trying to
Right?
trying to find a girl who will go and watch sunset with me. No, I've done the sunset walks on like first dates.
First
It just
dates,
matters
yeah.
on what time of year it is
Yeah,
too.
that is true.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So first date for me and Christelle, we were gonna go get some coffee, and it started getting a little bit later in the day, and she hit me back and was like, "How about we go for a beer?" I'm like, "Yes."
Nice.
Um,
A beer is
and-
a drink is nice because it does loosen
and Christelle, when I
loosen
met
the tone
her,
a little bit.
she hadn't been around here that long, and I was stoked to meet somebody that hadn't really been in the area that long, and it wasn't like we're going through the same pool of
Of people.
eligible
Yeah.
people here in the small town,
Yeah.
So I was pretty excited, and I decided to pick a joint that I was really comfortable at, Bar Hop,
Oh, nice.
because I've done lots of
Yeah.
work with them, and everybody knows me.
And
there,
you could
so
be like,
I could be.
check out my woodwork. I kind of built all this shit.
Oh, what do I do?
Oh,
I do
well, if
this.
if you look
can see
behind
the-
you, you can see all the Jake did a bunch of stuff down at the. It's a brewery slash
artisan pizza.
artisan
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Really nice, casual kind of. I wouldn't say like hippie, but like
Yeah.
more laid back, not younger crowd, but like I'd
Yeah,
say
I
like
do think it's
30s to 50s,
Yeah.
or something like that. Kind of laid back IPA drinking kind of people with some fucking amazing pizza. So anybody local, go check out Bar Hop, and they just opened one up in Swim too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're growing.
yeah. Or stop by the Rail right down the street. Same people. Also delicious food. If you
Yep.
love burgers, that's usually my go-to for my first dates.
Well, this didn't exist 7 years ago.
I know. It
So-
was Dairy Queen back then, I think.
Yeah, it was. Dairy Queen. We're not going there.
Back then.
This
it
used to be all
a Dairy
forest.
Queen.
Um,
And he pulled his blunderbuss off the wall. That's a callback from the last episode.
got it. So we went to Bar Hop and I sat at the bar waiting. Got there kind of early. Was like, okay, kind of nervous,
Oh, yeah. I usually go early and, have a drink.
Yeah. And she arrived. We sat down. I think the first thing I said something was like, "Are you nervous?" I'm nervous. It's
Yeah,
just like
no, that's
nice-
a good icebreaker. Like, just be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Just be yourself 100%.
mhm.
Like,
yeah, live in the moment.
Yeah.
Comment on everything, even if it's like something awkward that you did yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so like we had a beer, and then I think we got a second beer, and I got a call from my sister saying that my mom has had a stroke and she's in the hospital.
And she's like, "You're a fucking liar. You're just not enjoying the date. You're pulling my mom just had a stroke."
So yeah,
Don't be
so
a dick about it.
So I
Oh my
tell
God, that
Christelle,
really-
I was
that
like,
sucks so bad.
I think I have to go.
Yeah.
I was kind of in shock about hearing it. I was like, I
Yeah.
think my mom just had a stroke, and
Jesus.
I think I need to go see her. and I was only like a little bit into my beer, and I'm like, sorry, I'm just gonna have to go. I'm just like
You can have the
packed
rest of
up
my
and
beer.
left. And
Would you,
that was
would
our
you pay
first
for my
date.
beer? I'm leaving.
Yeah, if you could just
Would you just take care of my tab?
just take care of all that. I gotta get out of here right now.
She's like, it's $150. He's been drinking and eating pizza for 5 hours. His mom his mom didn't really have a stroke.
She did actually.
Yeah. No, that fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god. On a first fucking date.
First date. So, yeah, how bad that is. It's kind of funny because, ironically, I know
Jake's mom's fine now, by the way.
Yeah, she's great.
Shout out to Jake's mom. We love you.
Hey, mom. But like, ironically, now I know the exact date that we had our first date. Because I wouldn't have.
Because there's medical
remembered.
records to prove it.
Yeah, and
Hey, Mom, could you just remember the day that you had that fucking massive stroke?
when was that again, Mom?
What was that again?
Can
I'm
you recount that day?
Just trying to figure out our anniversary shit. So
Oh man.
I'm sure you
So-
have that written down somewhere.
So that was that was the first date.
Well, I don't know what we're at for time. Where are we at for time right now? Because I have.
We're only 17 minutes in.
Well, why don't we take a little break, and when we come back, I will go into a few of my more recent first dates.
Okay.
Just some funny situations that also happened. My mom never had a stroke while I was on a date, but I did have to.
I hold that trophy.
My mom, Michelle, is doing good now. She just had a heart attack a few months back, and I ended
Right.
up having to cancel going out with this girl. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I had to cancel on her like a few months prior because something else happened, and then I had to cancel on her. I was like, I'm sorry. Like,
Nope. Yeah.
my mom had a heart attack.
This takes precedent.
Yeah, but it seemed like I was lying or something. I was like, I looked back at our old text and I was like, oh my God, I had to cancel on before. Now I had to cancel on her this time. So my mom had a fucking heart attack. So, yeah. But
yeah.
anyways, yeah. So we'll get into some of my funny first dates when we come back.
Okay. Everybody has that to look forward to. We'll be right back after this short message.
All right.
This episode has been brought to you by Barry's Blueberry Farm. Come get our blueberries.
They're blue.
Got sawdust all over it.
Good. It's like a fucking man.
Like a man beer here.
He's got some fucking sawdust on his Rainier beer. Welcome back to the Small Town Jake's podcast.
That's right. You heard it here first.
Rainier.
Rainier beer. Scarlet R.
Ranier for those who are fancy.
Rainier.
So welcome back. We are going to go back into, you were kind of discussing a little bit some of your first dates. So I have written down like some funny incidences that have happened on first dates with me.
I love it.
Yeah. So like getting back into the dating scene. I've been on a lot of first dates.
Yeah. In the last 2 years.
I like to like not rush a first date, but like I don't like to be like a pen pal. I don't want to talk for 3 weeks or 4 weeks before we actually meet. Like I want to meet and like see if we have a connection. You need
Because with technology these days.
technology these days is like you could be, I like to like meet the person early, and like you said,
Soon
maybe
as
go
possible.
for a walk, do this, go get some coffee or something. Just meet initially.
Yeah. I mean, when I was talking with Christelle, like, and I was like, holy crap, you're
You actually want to meet.
You're on the
rather than-
peninsula?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is what I said, because
Online dating is
I guess we
horrible
could talk about
around
online dating because that's how we met. It was through Tinder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, and I grew up out in Joyce, and I've been fucking married for 13 years. Kind of cut off all my contacts with people. It's like, so I don't know anybody. So I've done a lot of online dating, and I just recently moved to the big town of Port Angeles from living out in Joyce, where I only came into town and actually saw women like once or twice a week at the grocery store.
so it's a female.
Yeah. So I did take advantage of online dating, and that's why I've met a lot of people and stuff. But yeah, you and Christelle met. 7 years ago on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Tinder's a little different now.
In the early
but-
days of Tinder. And yeah, it was just great. It was like you said, like
You guys had a spark
a little
on
talk,
Tinder?
a little talk, and I'm like, let's hang out. Like, let's.
You
get
seem really
together.
cool.
And she had said I was kind of relieved because I'd been talking to somebody else for a while and they still hadn't asked me out on a date or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, well, here's your man.
And you don't want to rush into it, like, like have like 2 messages back and forth and then be like, let's go out.
We should go
I
out.
want to see you in person. Like, no, definitely feel the person out. I want to feel the person out a little bit too, just to be like, okay, never mind. Let's not go out.
But you told me before you like reading bios and
Oh, I
yeah,
read bios and then I look you up on Facebook or Instagram, and like I actually like do a little research before like I don't what's called smash and pass.
I've never heard that, but
It's when you don't even look at their profile.
oh wow,
You don't look at their profile or anything. You just look at their picture and you go smash, pass. So
these
pass would
dirty
be left,
dogs out.
smash would be right, and it's just So smash. I don't smash and pass. I actually, like you're actually local, which is very hard here in Port Angeles because we're a border town to Canada. We're a border town to Victoria. You take
but the border is 18 miles wide and it's an ocean.
I know, but we're still a border town.
Right?
You have to have your passport to get on the ferry and go over there.
We have a ferry
But
to Canada.
so they're only 15 miles away. So you put your thing on, 50, you want to meet a girl within 15 miles.
Yeah, because you want to include Joyce.
Well, you have this
and you wanna
giant
include-
fucking metropolis of fucking Victoria, which I mean, it's not like it's almost as big as Seattle.
It's so much bigger
It's
than PA.
huge, so it's like you just have to go through so many people that are just like no, Sue,
Nope,
fucking
sorry.
Victoria, downtown, no,
Yep.
no.
Until you go, oh my God, you're on the peninsula?
Oh my God, you live near me? Cool.
Let's meet.
So I'll go into some of my funny first dates and stuff. So
Let's hear it.
yeah, but yeah, you guys are a Tinder story that's worked out, and I've met multiple people that are married, getting married, have been in a long-term relationship with people that they met online. It used to be very taboo.
It's the new way.
It used to be very taboo,
Totally convinced that
you know.
it is. Yeah, it used to be like so. It was like you don't online date unless you really can't find anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like a last ditch effort, and
Yeah, and I also like I used to work nights too, where it was like I can't go out and meet people, and none of my fucking piece of shit friends will set me up with anybody. I'm just kidding. No, you're good. You're good. So I will go into some of my funny first date things. So
hit me.
everyone will remain anonymous. We'll just call them all Jane.
Ooh, Jane
Oh,
Doe.
no, that sounds like I murdered
Jane
people.
Doe.
I am not a serial
This
killer.
is a
you
Jane Doe.
guys.
This is another Jane Doe.
No, that's the worst
Okay.
thing I could say on a dating episode. So this is Jane, and this is our first date, and we really hit off well, and we were gonna go out to it was a little bar place out in Squim, and we
Squim
get there.
is like closed down at 4:30.
I know, yeah. Well, it was Jose's, so
Jose's is
shout out to
sweet.
Jose's. Jose's is delicious. Go there and get food. Oh God, it's so cheap. It's so good. It's
His
also shouting out another place.
salsa
Great
is-
first date. The salsa
that's my favorite.
you can
salsa.
buy it at the store. Oh yeah. Anyways,
Jose. Okay.
it was there. So we go. So we meet in the parking lot and stuff. Talk for a little bit, and then we're walking in. As soon as we walk in, she like stops and she turns around. And she looks at me and she goes, "My dad's at the bar." And I was like, what? What? And
God.
she's like, I don't see my dad that much, but like he is at the bar currently right now. And I was like, we can turn around and go somewhere else, or we can just do it here. It's totally up to you. And she was like, I mean, we're already here. Maybe we can just see if we can just like walk past. And we like just tried to like walk past, and he just turned and was like, hey, blank.
Hey, my
Hey,
daughter.
my daughter. And so I had to go over there, and I just met her for the first time. And I had to go over there
God, that is like a shotgun meet of
and
the parents,
meet her
like,
dad and like shake his hand. And
before
she
you
was
even,
just
like, got
I'm
a
here.
drink together.
We hadn't even sat down at a table. We were walking to a table.
That's
And,
crazy.
so I had to go
Small
over and
town
meet her
for
dad. Yeah, exactly. Small town Jakes. I had to go over and meet her dad, shake his hand, and just like, oh, what are you guys doing? And I was like, we are on a first date. And we just met 5 minutes ago. And he's like, this is awkward.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
it is. And yeah, so we went over and we sat in the corner, and her dad just watched us the whole time. She's just like kept on being like, my dad is looking. Oh my god,
He's just staring. Why is he staring?
He's
Why is
fucking
he
waving
staring?
at me right now. He's fucking waving at me, and I was like, we could have gone somewhere else. She's like, I was like, she's like, are you like, do you never want to see me again? I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I mean, this was awkward, but it's not like he's like coming over and like talking to us or anything. 5 minutes later, he fucking comes.
Hey, well, I just thought
He's getting ready to leave, and he was like, oh, I thought I'd come over and like talk to you. And then he was like, and by the way, he also like, I don't know if you people who listen have ever seen me in a picture, but I'm like a tall guy with a big beard and always wearing a black beanie and black clothes. Her dad was wearing a black beanie and had a long beard and was wearing all black clothes.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, he comes over and he's like, I hope you kids have a good night. Did you used to work at LibTech? And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you were a finisher, weren't you? And it was like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. He's like, I think we worked there at the same time. I was in whatever department. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't remember you. Like, right. Yeah. So, and he was like, you kids have a good night. And then he walked away, and she's like, this is the most embarrassing first date I've ever been on. And I was like, well, at least
We survived.
Yeah, at least we survived. And then we ended up having a good night. It was fun.
Oh, right on. that is something else. I mean,
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Their dad happens to be at the fucking
Oh my
place
God,
we're
my
going
dad's
to.
here.
He's not like there all
I
the
could
time.
just imagine how
Yeah.
she felt. She was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, she was just like, fuck.
Why?
I gave her the option to go somewhere else, but
Yeah.
it was fine. We laughed about it. It was awkward as shit, but we laughed about it. Let's see. We'll quickly go into this other one. That was that girl I went on the first date, and you and fucking Christelle showed up
Oh.
down
right.
at the bar and grill,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, oh my God. And like you guys looked at me, and you like just started like waving madly, and she's like, do you know those people? And I was like, I do. And we were just getting up to go get more drinks, and I was like, we have to go. You have to meet my best friend and his significant other. Like you gotta go meet them right now, I guess, because we have to walk up to the bar. But she was cool. She hit off with you guys. We had fun.
Oh, yeah,
But
that was a
it
good
was
time.
that same night. We left my car there at the bar, and we went for a little walk, and then we went up to another bar. And then when we came back, there was a fire at the bar that we were at. and it wasn't it was a fire upstairs. It was just like,
Oh yeah, I
it
remember
was like
that.
a fake fire. It was like somebody
broke in and then
they
they let off a fire extinguisher,
fire
all over
extinguisher,
the place.
which set off the alarm because of something with fire extinguishers sets off the fire alarm if you hit the fire alarm with it or something.
I don't know.
One of those sprinkler system things or whatever. So anyways, we get back, like we're walking back, so a few dates in, everything was going good. They're like, oh yeah, no, totally. Let's head back, get my car and stuff, and blah blah. And we fucking get back, and there's fire trucks all around my car, and they had ran the hose for some fucking reason underneath my car.
God, that's so much better than them breaking your window and sending it. I've seen,
And I
videos
wasn't
of,
parked. I wasn't parked in like a spot where
Too
dude,
bad.
they
we're
could have
gonna-"
just backed up like 2 feet and not ran it. I was just like, did you guys like do this? Is this a joke? Are you guys just doing this like on purpose? Because it like snaked over and went under and then snaked back the other way. And I was like, they were like,
So it kinda
they were
went
like,
out of its
it's
way
gonna be
just to-
like 3 or 4 hours. And at this point, it's like 11 or something. And I was just like, all right, well, I'll walk you back to your car and you have a good night. She's like, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm just going to go hang out at the other bar until hopefully my car can get moved.
until I can get back to my car.
Yeah. And then, yeah, they got my car freed up at like 1:30 or something.
Oh, gee.
So that was a fun date. I think I talked about this before, but the homeless fight down there on the water.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we were going for a walk with her dog because you brought her dog everywhere, and she's like, "Well, she can stay in the car.
Walk is a
She can
great-
stay in the car for like an hour
is
and
a
a half
great
while
first
we go
date.
inside to eat and stuff." But she's like, "Before that, I want to take her for a walk."
And you walked on the Olympic Discovery Trail, right?
yeah.
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 Oh, great.
From
great
the pier
trail.
From the pier down that way. And we got a little ways down there, and yeah, that's why we ran up against a little homeless encampment situation, and there was 2 tweakers that were fighting, a little lover's quarrel, and she was like, "Get the fuck out of here," and then he's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and then he like gets a little further away, and she's like, "I love you," and he's like, "God."
Was he having it? He was like, no.
No, and he turned and he walked past. So she's yelling at him, and he's like got his bag, his suitcase of stuff or whatever, and he's walking past us, and he goes, "Fucking bitches." And I just I just turned to the girl that I'm on the first date with, and I go, "Right?" And she just starts laughing. And yeah, and then we stopped there. We let him get a ways. He was walking really fast, so we let him get a little ways in front of us. We stopped and we turned around and we went back to have our date. But yeah, like we turned around and started going back, and I was like, God, I really hope that they like work stuff out.
Right?
It seemed like they were so good together.
I love you. It seems so romantic.
Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah, that ended up being a really fun first day too. We ended up going up to up there at the top of, is it Deer Park? Yeah. Yeah, we ended up driving up to the top of Deer Park.
All the way up to the top of Deer Park?
It was July, and like we could see like the sun was still setting, like way when you drive
when you're
all the way up there right before you hit the national park or whatever.
Yeah.
You can kind of see down to everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that
is
nice
a good
spot.
lookout.
And it was just like
I think I
pink.
know that
Like,
lookout.
basically everything's dark, but there's like just a shade of pink. Yeah.
Nice. I think I've gone up
And
there
then
and like took a picture from, like, climbed up on top of my car so I could see, the you're looking down on like Port Angeles and everything.
Yeah. And then we heard some bears, like I don't know if they were making. We were like, sound like bears were
eloping.
Yeah, they were eloping. Yes. No, they were doing what you do right after you elope. It's bear fucker. Do you need assistance?
Do you need assistance?
Bear fucker. That's a goddamn good movie. Let's see.
Super
more
Troopers.
Yeah, more recently, went out to the casino for a first date. And she didn't gamble at all. But anyways, we went out there and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna gamble," and I was like, "Well, I can show you how to play roulette," which I don't really play roulette. Phil taught me how to play roulette like within the last year. I mean, it's basically you guess a fucking number,
red or black or a number.
yeah, you pick a number, and if you fucking it lands on that number, you win a bunch of money. Well, so she was like, "All right, my lucky number is 25. Just keep on putting it on that, and then just put the other things where you think it would go, because you can split them, so it goes between two numbers. You can put it so it goes between four numbers, but payout's not as big and stuff." So I just kept on putting it on this, and it was like it was 4 turns. She hit it the same number twice, which
What?
the odds of that
is
happening.
What?
Dude, no. Yeah, she ended up winning like $150.
She's like,
She paid for the whole night. She paid for the whole night, for everything for us. And she was like trying to give out. I was like, "You can't. No, this is your money." And she's like, "I didn't know what I was doing." But you like put the money out there, and like she's like, "You deserve some of this money." I was like, "No." Like I begged to be like, "No, let me pay for shit." She's like, "I'm paying for the whole night." She's like, "Let me give you some of the money," and then I was like, "We're good."
That's awesome.
Yeah, but she started with $10.
Just one like
We just t-
like
$10
100 something on roulette. That's amazing.
Yeah, like 150. Yeah, no, that was fun.
Last time I was at the casino, I've went on a date at the casino. Normally, it's kind of funny because I like the slots, but I'm not a gambler. I don't like putting my money up for.
I like a little bit of skill.
Right. I know
I like
it
to play the
sounds
card games.
dumb
Yeah.
and out of this world, but I just like.
No, we played some blackjack too. I ended up winning $5.
Oh shit!
Started with 10.
You're like, let me buy half of your.
No, I went
drink.
up to like $80, and then she's like, "Keep on playing it," and I was like, "All right." Like I had to teach her like when you have a bunch of money, because like after she was like, "We can keep on going," I was like, "No, this is where gambling pays off. Now you take your winnings,
Yeah, when you're up,
you walk
as
away."
soon as you're up.
And the manager was right there. He's like, "Or she could put it all on red and double it." And she's like, "I could double it." I was like, "Or you could lose it all. This is where we walk away. I'm teaching you about gambling. You don't gamble. This is where we walk away." And then she like got the cash in her hand. She's like, "Okay, yeah, yeah." So yeah, and then before we.
But what I was gonna say is, when I have money, I don't really think about gambling. I don't want to go gamble.
Oh no!
But if I only have like $20 or something, and I'm like, gosh, if I could just double this, or if I could come out
Double
on
it,
top,
then double
like
it, then
it
double
sounds so sexy to me. Then
does.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, let's do it. Let's do it.
when you're sitting there, it's in front of you. Yeah.
Max bet.
Yeah. So what do we have for time? Are we getting close to
Yeah.
another break? All right. Well, I'll quickly go into this one, then we'll take a break. Funniest pickup line, kind of pickup line, I guess. Really funny situation for a first date that I went on with this girl. I used to work at a restaurant / bar, and when we finished service, we'd all go in for a shot at the bar, free shot for all the cooks. And I was going to the bar, and it's like me and then the owner standing right next to me. And there's this girl sitting next to me, and she kind of looks over and like gives me a little smile. Really cute girl. And and like we're getting our shots, and she turns to me and she goes, "You only have to be 19 to drink here, right?" And my boss is sitting right next to me.
The owner
Is sitting
of the bar.
fucking right next to me. And I look over at him, and he just like shakes his head, and I look back at her, and I was like, I like you. Because, like, I knew she was obviously over 21. She was like she's a really, really short girl, really, really skinny. She looked really young, but, like, I knew, like, I'd seen her.
She was of age.
I'd seen her before that she came in there and stuff, but, like, she was of age. And, yeah, she said that, and I was just like, I like you. Yeah. And then, yeah, we ended up, like, she ended up hanging out for a while. And, like, once I got off work, we ended up, like, hanging out and smoking a cigarette. And she finished her drink, and then they were closing up the bar. And she was like, I'd love to go out with you. And I was like, I don't have any money right now. Because it was literally, like, I got paid that day. But I had my check. I had my check in my hands.
It's already spent.
But well, no, it was just I didn't have, like, direct deposit or anything. So,
I have
no money.
I have this paper that says I have money.
She was super cool.
But
She
not.
was like, I will take you out and buy you some drinks. And then we went out to one of the other bars, and she went
a
and
cool
bought me
story.
drinks all night.
I love that.
And it was
She
fun.
bought you drinks all night?
She bought me drinks all night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We just hit off. She was a super fun girl.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So, anyways, those were some of the funny incidences that I've had on first dates. And I think we're going to go to the break, and we will see you guys immediately after this message.
In a little bit. See y'all.
Bye.
This episode has been brought to you by Barry's Blueberries Farm.
They're blue.
Hey, who let him back in here?
Don't you take your hands off me. No. They're blue.
Get him out of here.
Welcome back to the Small Town Dicks podcast. We were going to discuss some of the sweet date spots.
PA's got some sweet first date spots.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me crack this beer.
Yes. All right. PA's got some beautiful fucking places and some nice little restaurants and shit too. But why don't you just start dropping some places on us?
Oh, right. Okay.
Ideas for first dates.
First dates. Ooh, gosh.
Or just dates in
dates.
general. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Don't blow their mind on the first one, because then you have nowhere to go from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's true.
Got to build it up, man.
I got some
These are third date places.
third date places. Sergio's. Straight up Mexican.
Best Mexican food in the whole area.
Perfect for it's like a casual atmosphere. It's fun.
Yeah. And they have vegetarian stuff too.
Chips and salsa, yeah.
Which I've
Fajitas.
ran up against girls who are vegetarian, and I was like, I don't think this is gonna work out, but I mean, I guess we can try.
You can try, yeah.
No, I have no problem.
I'm not
with
gonna.
vegeta-
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
no problem
eat
with
an
vegetarian
Impossible
people.
burger, but
Yeah, you will never get me to eat greens. No,
I always thought that was something. Like,
no, I had to go. Like I did a couple of weeks ago. I had was it the like spicy hot sausage chorizo?
Chorizo,
Yeah, fake. It was fake chorizo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it tasted exactly the fuck. I could not tell.
But it was good.
It was so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But you had. I bet you it had beans in it.
Huh?
Beans.
Yeah, it was probably made of like pinto beans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Who
mean,
knows
it
how
all
they
had
do
the
that
chorizo
magic.
taste, and it had the chorizo texture, that kind of like sausagey texture.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, but it was all plant based and stuff. Yeah.
No,
she was vegan. Yeah,
that's great.
It was good. Yeah.
I could see why like those kind of foods like
They're expensive.
imitation meats and stuff. There's people that can't eat meat that would love to eat meat but just can't because of health reasons.
Yeah.
And like that type of food is like a godsend to them.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, and like some people are like, I don't want to eat meat because of this or that, and some people are like, I fucking love steak, but I can't eat it, but I can have an Impossible Burger every once in a while, and it tastes basically like we season it right.
Brings me
Yeah.
back to the meat days.
Anyways, off the vegan shit. Yeah, so Sergio's is a great fucking restaurant to go to. Good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Food's good. Food's quick. food's authentic.
Yeah, chips and
Authentic
salsa, like right off the
white
bat.
people,
that way you
Mexican.
have something to like talk and like you're dipping and you're like,
Yeah,
there's something about chips and salsa right off the bat.
and
that-
tequila shots.
Tequila shot.
Hi.
I'm not
Next.
not much for tequila shots.
No, me neither.
But I'll do it.
I don't drink
if
tequila.
it's on the table.
No, I don't. I haven't drank tequila since I was like 16.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Bad tequila experience.
Dude, I got
when was,
this.
like,
I got
16.
this tequila right now. It's called Sparkle Donkey.
I don't care. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. You offered it to me, and I was like, "It's." I want to drink it because it's called Sparkle Donkey,
I
which
think
is
it's
the
hilarious.
coolest fucking name for a tequila. But yeah, I mean, tequila.
It also, yeah. I'm not one for liquor. And
If
I
I
think
ever
it
call
tastes terrible.
like if you ever had a nickname for tequila, it would be Sparkle Donkey.
Let me get some of that
Oh, dude,
Sparkle
you want
Donkey.
a shot of some Sparkle Donkey? What are you talking about? Tequila, Sparkle Donkey. It's like,
You know, yeah,
Colombian
tequila.
marching powder or cocaine, No, it's like tequila, Sparkle Donkey. It's just another name for it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I want to find more names for that are funny like that for
Yeah, for different
liquors and
alcohols,
stuff and
yeah.
alcohols.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, yeah,
What do you have next? What next? Next place. Next place.
Next place, you used to work there.
Oh yeah, Midtown.
Midtown.
Midtown is great. Yeah.
Great
Midtown
food.
has
It's
a
such
lot
good
of different
food.
options.
It's just a refreshing thing out of PA because a lot of PA is like burgers and pizza and
Yeah, and they
and
do
diner
have
food,
some
which we-
amazing. They have smash burgers there,
Yeah.
which their fucking burgers are
What-
delicious.
Why do you call it a
Holy
smash
fuck.
burger?
It's called the smash burger because you take the burger and you have like the patty and you smash it really really thin. So you smash it really super thin so it like cooks for like a minute on one side and then you flip it and put the cheese on it.
Okay.
So it's like usually a smash burger is like one,
So like when you take the
two.
spatula and you like
It's like
press
three-
on it like
Well, you take the spatula and you take a weight and you push it down on there.
Oh,
and then you
this is
leave
serious.
the weight on there, and then it cooks for like a minute.
Oh,
and
is
you
it like
take
one of
that
those
off.
things that like the weight is heated or whatever? You just like leave it on the grill and you just like
No,
put it
no,
on
you
top?
just put it on a spatula and you like smash it down with the weight on top
Okay,
of the
okay,
spatula, and it cooks for like a minute, and then you flip it over. It's like a really quick cooking
But
process.
they call it smash because
usually
you're like
you
pushing it like
literally smash
flat
it down, and it
and-
cooks really really quick, and you don't really form it into a patty. It's kind of like looser,
like
grain.
a pancake.
It's kind of looser grain, and then usually it's like 1, 2, or 3 smash patties equal like a regular burger.
Oh,
So, yeah, but yeah, no, their food is fucking delicious. Yeah, the KFC chicken, which isn't Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's Korean fried chicken,
Korean fried chicken
is delicious.
So
So,
good.
definitely go there, and they have.
I'm there for
and
the
they-
spring
yeah.
rolls all the time.
The
Like,
spring rolls are made
I'll have that, like-
in house every week, and they are fucking delicious.
without a doubt, every meal that I get there, I'm like, can we get some spring rolls?
They're exactly the right size. They're not too small. They're not too big. They're just perfect. And oh god damn,
Yeah.
they're good. Yeah, and they have a full bar too. So
And
definitely go check out that place. Yeah, I've brought dates there
another place to eat would
before
be
long before I worked there. But
Bar Hop. Like I went there, but like the Rail
Hop.
is what I'd want to kind of highlight just because
the Rail is my go-to like first date place.
it's got a fun casual
if you
atmosphere.
like cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's a burger
Because
joint.
it's a burger joint. I mean, gourmet, like really nice burgers.
Yeah,
fucking
nice.
the best burgers.
Nice burgers, and they have a
I
full
can't
bar.
find a better burger around.
They make really nice
They
cocktails.
do have a full small bar,
and,
and they have a lot of draft stuff because
and
their
then all-
connection with the brewery.
Yeah, because of that, yeah, they all have this all fresh, brewed artisanal brew
Best
like from the
IPAs
local.
and yeah,
It's like yeah.
everything is local and stuff. And yeah, oh god, they're fucking. Yeah, but Rail is great. Bar Hop is also really good. Like I said, if you want like a nice fancy ass pizza and a good IPA, go to Bar Hop. It's right there on the water too.
That's one of the best
That
parts
is-
is right on the
that is
Discovery
so
Trail. So
nice.
you could actually be walking the trail, start out with a walk, and then you end at a place where you eat, and
Yeah.
you don't know where you end up after that. But it's a great idea, a great first date here in Port Angeles.
Yeah, and they have that
It's
little
just
like walk down spot there, like right by the water, by the old piers that are like deteriorated and stuff, and
like Rainier Mill, old Rainier Mill site.
no, like right in front of Bar Hop. They have like there was the old piers there. They still have like the posts out in the water and stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Super cool spot. No, I think that was
The waterfront there is
that
really
was-
beautiful. And
yeah,
they
that
redid
was
that whole area.
when my car got trapped that one time downtown. Me and this girl ended up walking back up there and hanging out there, and it was late. It was like 11:30, 12 or something, and there was a bunch of otters out there,
Yeah.
like just swimming around like in the moonlight. And she was like,
Just having
this
fun.
is so fucking romantic. And I was like, I paid all those otters to be here right now. And then like they swam under the water, and I was like, God damn it, I paid you so many fish to be. And then they pop back up, and I was like, okay, we're
Okay.
cool. We're cool. I thought I was going to have to get really pissed off with these otters right now.
So you're sitting there.
I like to be funny on dates too. So
that's a big plus.
yeah, you just got to be yourself, make jokes all the time. You got to feel them out. Like, this is who I am all the time. So
Like, I hope you like dad jokes, or
this is super
You don't-
romantic.
you don't
I
do-
paid these otters
yeah,
to do this.
You don't have dad
Yeah.
jokes. You have other jokes.
Next place.
Next place. So you're sitting there at Bar Hop, and you look out across the water. What's that? It's Edis Hook. You can go out to this. What do they call that formation?
It's a man-made spit.
It's a spit.
Yeah, but yeah,
What a
they-
nice name for
Yeah, that's-
such a romantic, lovely area.
Oh, you want to go down to the spit?
Hey, let's go to the spit.
Yeah.
You're like, that sounds like a dive bar.
Eddie's Hook also doesn't sound like very romantic either. but
That's also sounds like a dive
the-
bar.
Yeah, that's the other fucking name for it.
It's
So
the Mariners Bar. You're like,
Yeah.
Edis Hook.
yeah, but yeah, no, it's this man-made spit that they put out there and stuff, and
It's got the
protect
Coast
the
Guard
harbor.
on there,
Yeah,
and
got the Coast Guard down the end.
and
But,
it,
yeah,
and it
it's-
makes
it's
a
just-
nice, calm area. And
Basically,
we have a little
basically
tiny
the whole
little-
thing is just like 2 lanes that you can drive on. You know, one out, one in, and you can go all the way
ocean
the
to
end
your
of-
left
in-
and water to your right.
yeah, and like the PA skyline. It's fucking super romantic out there. And if you stop towards the beginning, there's like all these logs.
You know
And
why it's so
there's-
romantic? I think I figured this out. It's just because you got the water, the beach, and then you got the town, and then above that, the fucking mountains.
Yes,
dude.
exactly.
And especially when
Snow-capped
there's like
mountains.
fresh snow on those mountains.
Sun's just slowly coming down. Everything's
Oh, that
pink.
is the
Oh.
best. Let's go out there right now.
Dude, no. Got a semi from just talking about it. But no, yeah, and
yeah.
if you like at the beginning
Yeah,
where all those
Port Angeles'
where all those
backdrop
logs
is
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
It's-
where all those
it's-
logs are at the beginning, there's always the seals and the otters and stuff like sitting out there
Mm-hmm.
on like you take somebody out there, and I mean, I don't know if you know this,
And birds, if you're a bird
oh,
watcher.
yeah, there's so many birds, like fucking so many birds. I go out there all the time to watch sunset, like a couple times a week. But yeah,
It's the place
but
you go do it
you
because
take
it
a girl
brings
down
you
there,
out there.
and you know what? Girls think that otters and seals are cute as shit
Because they are.
because they are.
Even when they're like biting the head off of a fish, you're,
You're
just
like,
like, "Aw."
Yeah. So
Like,
definitely,
yeah.
Spit is a great place for. Well, even after a date, you know, like I said, depending on what time of year it is,
Yeah, and that's a good
Even
date
still.
anytime because you can walk along it. It's got a good little walking trail, and
Yeah.
you're on the beach. I mean, come on, how
Yeah.
much better
if you
can
look
you
at
get
our
than that?
Instagram, we have videos of you trying to fly a kite.
Oh shit, that
Yes.
was a good time out there.
That was during one of the bike rides. So what's the next spot?
The next spot would be Elwha Beach,
Oh yes,
a beach that has just come into fruition. Like it's actually geologically new.
yeah, because they got rid of the dam, and all the
Lots
sediment
of new
came
real
down, and
estate out
everything's kind of moved out. But yeah, that's the end of Place Road, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go all the way down the end of Place Road, and then you park down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And-
because I used to tube the Elwha all the time. We'd tube from the bridge down to the mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, very dangerous. Very fucking
And
dangerous.
all the more fun because of it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I like going down there, and it's just amazing because it's like
As
whole new habitat. There's like birds. There's like lots of wildlife you're seeing,
and you got that
it's
little
just-
like lake thing there next to it that's not actually like connected to the water, but it is,
Yeah.
and it's like it goes up and down with the tides, but it doesn't actually connect. Yeah, no, I love that spot. That that's a great first date place too. I'm gonna be honest, I have met a couple people down there, like as a first meet down there.
yeah.
And because it's a short walk out to the water and stuff. But like you can kind of bullshit and stuff on the way out there. And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
And it's public, so it doesn't seem creepy, and it's cool because it's like something local and kind of like hidden away, and you wouldn't quite know it, even if you like drove right up to it, like the parking lot and stuff. You wouldn't quite know what is
Oh, you
actually
can't
out
even
there.
see
You can't
what's
even see
out there,
it.
yeah.
So it's like, oh, you haven't been there? Well, let me show you.
yeah. And I recently went out there. Well, I guess not too recently, but yeah. And we both, warning for living in the small town, we both saw somebody that we knew.
Oh, hey.
She's
doing?
she's newer to town, but she saw somebody that she used to work with, and was just like,
It's a popular spot.
and we started talking and stuff, and then she was like, "Oh, so who's this?" And she's like, "Oh, this is Jake."
I think his
She's
name
like-
is. We just met.
Yeah, and she was like, "This is our first date." And she's like, "Oh my god, why have you guys been talking to me for so long and being so nice? Why don't you just get back to that?" And I was like, "I don't know, your dog's cute. I wanted to pet it."
Love petting dogs.
Yeah, no, that's a fun spot down there.
So here's a controversial topic that we can go over just really quickly. It's just Valentine's Day.
Hey, fuck Valentine. No, I'm just kidding. No, Valentine's Day is great.
I
What about
don't
it?
like to go out on Valentine's Day. I don't like to go out to any place. I don't want to try to reserve
I don't
any
either.
restaurant.
I may like get you flowers and chocolate and then like make you dinner at the house. Like you come home from work and everything's already ready kind of thing. No, I do not like going to no, and they like jack up the prices and stuff. No, it's
Like the
horrible.
worst service of the year.
Yeah.
And every,
No, I much more prefer than just going out like
I went out to Stacey Bone one time. I don't mean to name drop and stuff, but it's just,
C'est bon.
it's
Do you
supposed to
want
be a
French,
romantic
please?
out, and yeah, it was just took forever, and it cost way too much.
What'd you get?
and Lamb.
Was it good?
No.
Oh, I've only been there once, and I got filet mignon, and it was I could cut it with a fucking spoon.
Spoon, yeah.
Spoon. Yeah, it was delicious. Okay, so
That's all I got now for small town dates. If you guys,
I mean,
If
unless
you-
unless you have any other
I
any
want
other spots.
someone to kind of chime in, say what has happened to them on a first date.
I went out on a date with Jake, and this is really what happened.
This is how it went through my eyes.
If you're listening, please don't do that.
But
you know who you
but
are.
if you have a funny story,
kidding.
something
I'm
you
just
want
kidding.
to share with us, I would love to read the comment.
Yes, yeah, please. Like, you don't have to comment. Like, you can slide in our DMs, whatever.
Yeah,
Like-
just search Jake.
No, just go to our Small Town Jake's Instagram or our Small Town Jake's podcast.
we have that. What is it again?
Small Town Jake's podcast, or just look up Small Town Jake's on Instagram or Facebook. You can slide in our DMs whenever you want. Like, please do.
We do not mind.
We are more than
And
happy
we both
to read
have
your
access
comments.
to it, so who knows who's going to answer?
It? Yes, I remember. Yeah, we met. Well, there was Small Town Dates. There was that girl that we met at the bar, and
Oh, right.
she.
We were both out having a good old time. I think it was after a podcast that we
It was
recorded.
after a
We were
podcast,
like,
and we went down.
"We're going
We're
to
gonna
the
go to the
bar."
bar, and we're gonna go have drinks, and then like we hit it off with that, I guess I hit off with that girl, and like we were like playing pool together and stuff for a while, and then she was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Yeah, we have this podcast," and then she was like, "Okay," and she like looked it up on Instagram, and then like later that night was
found
like,
it on Spotify.
"You
or
are
whatever.
so cute," and then I think you text back and you were like, "There's two of us," and then I text back and I was like, "Which one do you think is cute?" Tall one with the red beard, and I was like, "I know, I was just kidding."
I was like, no, it's this Jake.
he's taken.
No,
Alright,
that was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, we So we are glad that you guys came back, listened to our shit. This has been a fun episode. I enjoyed doing this. You've been asking for Small Town Dates for a while, so
Like it came up the name actually like
when I was getting a text,
you're
in,
like, "This isn't Small
fifth
Town Dates or whatever."
Yeah, and you were like,
Like,
"Who's
oh.
that?" And I was like, "This isn't fucking Small Town. This is Small Town Jake's, not Small Town Dates." But
well, it's about to be. It was.
but
thanks
no,
for joining
now
us.
I'm cool with like talking about this shit. So
If you haven't turned it off already, like, thanks for joining us. Tell somebody about us.
we appreciate you guys.
We totally appreciate it. And until the next one, this has been Jake Wilson
Jake or others.
and Small Town Jakes.
All right, love you guys. Have a good night.
Good night. Right. Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
Why did I bring that up? Damn it, Jake. Oh, I was talking to me. I pointed at you, but
It works out if you're pointing at me or you.
hey, this is an after hours session that we decided to record.
That's
That's
okay.
not.
No, we're
That
gonna-
was actually
we're
a
gonna-
really good. Come on.
Shh. All right, we're gonna restart here. All right, take a little break and after hours. Welcome back to After Hours with Jake Carruthers and the Owl. What the fuck was that? I don't know. But you guys are welcome back to the After Hours. We appreciate you sticking around to hear this shit. So, what are we going to talk about, Wilson?
We are here to talk about.
Pauses in podcasts. It just
Dead
with
air.
the dead air. Dead air
Just-
is the worst thing that you can have on a podcast. So just try not to do it and try to fill those spots. Don't edit them in where you don't actually have anything to say. Don't cut it short, but definitely push that button.
Was that the right button?
It was perfect. If you hate me now, just send the message to Wilson. I'm just kidding. There is nobody out there that doesn't like me. I promise you could talk to everybody. Everybody's will give me
We have settled all of our debts.
3 out of 5 stars. No complaints.
It's 4.5 stars. Got to get that right.
Back. It has been fun. Do you have anything that you want to like sing us out on? Because you're Wilson and you make up songs.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind. He missed his chance.
Let me sing about the song that we're gonna sing in the after hours.
Okay, I should never given you the chance. All right, we love you guys. Thank you for coming back. Wilson, you're amazing.
This is never gonna make it to air.
Thank you for being part of this. Everybody, have a good night.
Night.
Bye.
This has been a Weirdly Awkward production.
But wait. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Still, y'all got single friends and you're not setting me up with them. Welcome back to the Small Town Jakes podcast. Sorry,
Jesus,
I just all of a sudden got a little bit of a cough there. Welcome back to the Small Town Jakes podcast.
We can't start. I don't want to start.
Wait, what? I wasn't smoking. I was just